Chiefs Kingdom, we need to talk about something that's buzzing across every headline this week. The possibility of Breece Hall wearing red and gold. Hall is not just a nice back. He's a 24-year-old home run threat with explosive burst, vision, and real three-down juice. Back in 2023, he posted nearly 1,000 rushing yards and added 76 receptions for 591 receiving yards, showing he can be just as comfortable catching angle routes and screens as he is pounding inside zone. That type of versatility isn't just a fit for Andy Reid's offense. It unlocks more layers of it. Right now, through Week 3 of the 2025 season, Hall has 157 rushing yards on 38 attempts, averaging 4.1 per carry, plus 8 catches for 78 yards. Those numbers don't scream superstar, but they remind us how quickly he can stack explosive plays when he gets space and rhythm. Imagine that space created by Patrick Mahomes' gravity and Reid's orchestration. This is where it gets scary for defenses. Contract-wise, Hall is on a rookie deal that runs through 2025, with a cap charge just over $4 million this year, making him both affordable and impactful for a contender. After 2025, he'll hit free agency unless extended. That means the Jets have leverage, but also that Kansas City has a narrow window if they ever wanted to make a move. So how exactly would Hall fit into Reid's offense? Start with the screen game. Kansas City has long used their running backs to punish aggressive defenses with middle screens, slip screens, and swing looks. Hall's stride and acceleration after the catch would turn those into chunk plays, especially when linebackers are already stretched thin by having to cover Travis Kelce and respect Xavier Worthy's speed. Then there's the RPO package. Mahomes and Reid have been feasting on RPOs for years, pulling linebackers with quick glance routes or hitches. Hall's vision and pacing are tailor-made for those plays. He's patient to the hole, sudden through it, and has the burst to punish any linebacker who hesitates. In the gap game, counter, pin pull, Hall's eyes and patience would let him follow his blockers before exploding through the second level. With defenses often in two high shells against Mahomes, that creates creases Hall can house. Passing downs are another area where Hall shines. He can run Texas routes against man coverage, option routes versus hook defenders, and even wheel routes from condensed sets. Mahomes loves to motion into matchups and exploit linebackers in space. Hall would give him exactly that mismatch. When linebackers bite inside, Hall breaks out. When they overplay wide, he cuts under. Either way, Mahomes gets an easy completion that can turn into a big play. Even in pass protection, where Hall was once criticized, Kansas City's scheme helps. Reid's protection rules and Mahomes' timing mean Hall wouldn't have to be a one-man wall. He'd be used as a chip helper and space manipulator, letting his strengths shine. Situationally, Hall could elevate this team. In the red zone, Reid's creative shovel passes and jet sweeps would become even deadlier with Hall threatening the edge. In 4-minute offense, Hall's ability to churn out tough yards would give Mahomes a breather from having to constantly play hero ball. On third and manageable, Hall on a quick swing forces defenses to cover the entire field, opening the middle for Kelce. The Chiefs' recent 22-9 win over the Giants showed how much this defense can dominate, but it also showed the offense needs easier yards on the ground. A player like Hall would provide them immediately. Of course, the salary cap and trade logistics matter. The Chiefs' cap space is tight in 2025, but Brett Veach has always been creative with restructures and void years. Hall's rookie contract is affordable now, but trading for him means facing the decision to extend him quickly. Would the Jets even listen? Publicly, they've pushed back on trading Hall. He's their engine and part of their rebuild. Any deal would start expensive, and rightly so. But contenders make calls when they see a piece that could tilt the postseason, and Hall is exactly that type of player. Now imagine it. The Chiefs line up in 11 personnel, Kelce attached, Rashee Rice inside, Worthy orbiting. Mahomes sees a two-high shell, tags an RPO, and hands to Hall. The linebacker hesitates for a split second on the glance route, and Hall plants, bursts through the crease, and suddenly it's a safety one-on-one in space. Next series, same look, but instead of the handoff, Mahomes pulls, Hall wheels out of the backfield, and the linebacker who just got gashed takes one false step downhill. Mahomes lofts it, Hall accelerates, and the kingdom roars. That's what this could look like. Breece Hall would give Kansas City a legitimate run threat against light boxes, a lethal screen option, a mismatch in the passing game, and 4-minute power to close games. In return, the Chiefs would give Hall a system of space, structure, and a quarterback who manipulates defenders better than anyone in football. It's the kind of fit that raises both the player and the offense. Chiefs fans, I want to know what you think. Would you pull the trigger on Breece Hall? Would you pay the draft capital knowing the championship window is right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you believe this move could push Kansas City back to February, and don't forget to subscribe because the story of this season is only heating up, and we'll be here for every twist, every adjustment, and every celebration.